Yeah, I think this is working, isn't it? Yep. Well, we have no viewers. Well, what I'm doing is testing this new Decathlon North Lake 100 24-ton carbon pre-elasticated. Well, it's 5 meters. It's take apart. It was €50, so about 45 euros, but £45, I guess. And it comes with what looks to me to be a 1.2 mil elastic. I'm fishing £5, a £4, no, £5, a £3. I'm a size 20, and I was fishing maggots. I've had 3 liners so far. We're literally screamed out, but they've been foul hooked. I never landed them. Just went crazy. They were carp, so there was no slime on the line, so they weren't tench. So it's pretty windy. We had 58 km/h winds yesterday, and we're still suffering 30 to 40 km/h gusts today. Been pretty bad. Managed a few nice roach and that. Roach, rudd, a couple of catfish, little possum shat things. Bullheads, I think Americans call them. And yeah, I had one big fish on the Fjuka and one big fish on the maggot. That I lost, and another one later on maggot. But that was a bream. I'm sure it was a bream. So yeah, it's very, very windy. In actual fact, it's died off. It's rained a few times, quite heavy, so it's died off. So what I'm doing, there's a double ledge here. I came off the bottom because I was using pinky, and now I'm going back onto the bottom. Come here. This doesn't have a side puller. It has a bung with a cord. What I'm happy to know is that it works. You know, it's a good elastic. You can buy the top piece for $12.99 with elastic and the bung already done. You just buy spare top kits already done. I mean, how cool's that? And as I normally go fishing on my quad, actually, this is the fourth time my girlfriend's taken me since the quad's off the road. I bought this because it will go in my... Oh, there's a bite. There's a bite. Come on, guys. Let's watch you slide under with a nice fat roach. We've been plagued by rudd the size of your little finger. Maggots and stuff aren't going. There's the heron going again. He's been fishing on this side, so he's not in the wind. I should give him a... Oh, got some rubbish on the line. I should give him some roach. Let him have a first look in the keep now. No, I don't think anybody's watching this feed, are they? Not even my mate James, because he's outside playing with his new pole. Oh, bait's gone. I am fishing a hook too small for the bait. Really, it's a size 20 forged hook, and I should be using probably an 18 to a 16, as it's a 5mm bait. So what I'm going to do is put on a couple of my pinkies again, go back out there. Now I'm back on the bottom again. I didn't really want to be on the bottom of pinkies, there's too many catfish. I've got this Caperlan ground bait, and it's a hemp ground bait. Now what I find is, I felt that it was a rud. And I'm not talking a real rud, I'm talking minuscule ruds. See, lost that one. What they're doing is getting hold of the maggot, but they're not sucking it in to the hook. They're holding on with to the maggot. And I have to say that actual fish felt a lot better than some of the ones I've had today. I should have the cab pot on, but I'm being super lazy. And I'm feeding so badly. And the reason is I can't be bothered. I can't put the pole down. It's blowing over twice now. I can't fish like I would without the umbrella. You know what I mean? I'd have the roller, it'd all be set up. I'd have the pole roost and everything set out. But because it's such bad weather, I am fishing badly. The weather's bad and I'm fishing bad. And some of them better feeling fish, which are bites and you're not getting anything, is because they're catfish. And that hard plate in their mouth, you're not penetrating anything. They've got hard rubber lips. See, there we are. That float went right under nothing. I do wonder if it is cats. Oh, there's a couple more. Fjuka. Fjuka. I mean, I'm not even getting the blade rub. So I think what I'll do a little trick I had to do the other day, which is not really what you want to be doing, but take off your sucked bait and then slide the maggot up the hook like you would do ragworm. Just put it out near the tail. There we go. Right, there's about 2mm of tail and then hook. So hopefully when they try to bite the tail they get the hook. That was a touch. Cat. Knew it. Knew it was a cat. I learned something last year. I used to use tench ground bait. Census tench, one of my favourite ground baits. And then all I did was catch catfish over it. And I was like, what's going on? And it's the sweet. They love sweet corn. They love sweet ground bait. So any internationals who will not be watching this, if you go to a country where there's lots of catfish, sweet ground bait, and see, threading the maggot up the hook helped. So, oh, we've been going 13 minutes and no viewers. Didn't expect any, to be honest. Gonna say that's a bit. Oh, that's better. That's better. Now, can we imagine it's hooked in the mouth and not up the backside or somewhere else? Now, this time I'm going to try continental. No, I'm not. That was definitely foul hooked again then. Too many foul hookers. Got the hook back? Yeah. Right, let's have a look at that maggot. The maggot's good. The hook's good. There's another foul hooker. I think there's that many fish in there. Now, I'm fishing a park lake. I'm not fishing a commercial fishery. I will not be catching carp. Well, you may catch carp. Mainly it's skimmers, roach, rudd. I mean, look at that over there. The storm over there is horrendous. Cross your fingers it doesn't hit us. That's what I'm dealing with. Big fish, or what I'm calling bleak. I know, I can understand why they're called bleak, and that's because, let's face it, if that's all you're catching, things are bleak. So, that is absolutely minuscule. Pity. Alright, let's put a new pinky on. Just put a couple more 5mm out there. I've still got a box at home of them, so white is my favourite colour anyway, because if you've got a white Fjuka 5mm, you just squash it and you've got a lovely bread punch. Tiny little dink. That is a catfish preparing to get it into its mouth. Yeah, so last year I was using that Census tench. And I love that bait. It reminds me of when I was a kid fishing canals up in Shropshire. You know, a rudd. So yeah, another rudd. It's basically what I'm going to be catching today. Rudd. Rudd and roach. Yeah, so as I was saying, any sweet ground bait, you're going to get plagued by catfish. Now, if I can get a string of these a day, I'll be happy. I think I've got a pound or so. Lost 4 big fish now, but you can't count them if you foul hook them. That's another rudd. Bit better stamp though, must admit. Yeah, some weird cloud formations over there. It's got a lot nicer than they said it was going to get today. They did say it was going to be bad weather. So let's hope it stays. I don't mind the odd shower, it's the high winds. They put, I think it was 1,500 kilos, 1.5 ton total in two. And there's another one, that's 6 now, gone back in the water today. They haven't got the hook in their mouth, they've only got the maggot. Yeah, they put 1,500 kilos of roach in November. There was only one problem. 1,200 kilos of that was rudd. And you're trying to get through the rudd to the roach, even on the feeder. I was catching rudd, sorry. Confusing myself now. Just, I don't know what day it was now. The day before the winds changed, which would have been Monday, it had been northeasterlies for 10 days and it swapped to a southwesterly, west by southwest, sorry. And it was awful. Absolutely awful. Nobody caught. And there was 22 anglers on here on the Friday, Good Friday. And there was 14 anglers on here on the Monday. And I had 1 tench, 1 roach, 1 rudd. I told myself I was staying on the feeder all day. In the end, I went out on the float. That was a trout. That was a trout. They put a load of those in here as well. Still no viewers. Yeah, just lost my first trout. That's why I like not keeping my bait tight. Just I bought my bait from Caperlan. I was buying a tub of maggots or pinkies, and what I actually got was a tub of sawdust with some pinkies in it. Yeah, strange year. Last year I had 18 trout at the start of the season. This year I've had none. Yeah. Another rudd. That's why I've gone on a pinkies. Normally I prefer Fjuka, 3mm Fjuka or 5mm Fjuka, but when it's those micro rudd, I have so much trouble. They just steal the Fjuka over and over, so I go on to pinkies or maggots. Forgot the plaster day. Well, I'll do a shout out to my mate, James Atkins Fishing. He's at home. He just sorted out all the elastics and all the top kits for his new MTX 3 version 2. I think he had to do six top kits. A lot of top kits. Even for my pole, I've got 4 top kits. And I want to test this to see if it'll work as a match top kit if I'm going with my pole. But to be honest, it's just going to stay in my leisuring kit. I'm going to say that's definitely not settling. Little rud. At least he was the size of your finger, not your little finger, so that's pretty good. Right, fresh bait. Oh no, maggot's okay. It's not a maggot, it's a pinky. Yeah, okay. The grub on the end of my line is okay. You're literally just looking with these little ruds for the, because it's on the drop. You're looking for any change in the angle of your float more than anything. See, like that. That's a tiny little drop bite. But I do have a split shot on the bottom, number 9. Let's give him a little ball. Probably not feeding enough. That's probably what it is. I made up third of a bag, third of a kilo. I didn't know how long I'd be able to stomach today with this much rain. Well, that was well and truly under then. Ground bait knee. It's a common complaint of fishermen. Well, unfortunately. I just bought a tin of re-waterproofer because I think these are going to have to get a wash in the machine, I think. And as long as you do the front of the knees, you'll be alright. Oh, junk on the bottom. Well, I'm definitely on the bottom, aren't I? It's like it's off a popular. Oh, my poor old Pink has had the life sucked out of him. Here comes the rain again. You can do the singing. It wouldn't be apt for me to be singing it. Nope. Half an hour and still no viewers. Oh well. I know I'm not a popular channel, but you know. Right, fresh pinky. That was a bite. I saw it. If I was fishing longbow, I'd be slapping the water like that. See, going on the laying on all the time. Should lay on more. Oh yeah, he dropped off. Left me with a tangle. Well, I was watching Brett's fishing adventures, and he was on the pier, and everybody was casting over him, giving him tangles. I'm managing to tangle myself up, so that wasn't very good. No, don't put it too hard, or else you'll end up destroying your own line. All right, I give in. Time for the goggles. Oh wow, there's a hook and everything. Who would have thought? Okay, I think you're just complicating it, trying to get it off there too early. Live, untangling your rigs. Ah dear, oh dear. Live from the pond in Busak. Professional knot untangling. You too can untangle knots like this. Right, let's do that a bit first before we worry about that. Come on. Now, when you undo a hook with very light line, never put any pressure on the line or it will just pigtail. And then you've got nothing apart from needing a new rig. Right. I think we are one stage from finished. There we go. See? Live professional untangling. Yeah, not quite what we came for, is it? We came for £2 tench on the new pole. But we'll take what we can get. Right, time to start laying on. Count to 10, go in again. 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, there was a knock there. I think things are knocking either the other two split shot, the bottom of the float, just some very... saw that the float didn't settle then. Right. When I first tried testing to do a live, I put it on, I did something wrong. Let's put it that way. And it was called Fishing in a Storm. Well, that's what I was going to put the title of this one, but the storm has not shown itself. I mean, it's gone a bit black at the minute. I mean, I'm miles away from the bait there. Half an hour live. No. Yeah, half an hour live, 33 minutes. Ah, now. The edge pressure has dropped. It's got much colder. So it tells me we're going to get hit by winds in a minute. Interesting. I just noticed that the center support on the tripod is 25mm, I think. Here comes the wind again. Oh. Well, I think I'm going to give it half an hour. And if nobody is coming to chat, I'll stop the video. Whoa, that was a good bite. What state is my pinky in? This is where it could get walloped on the head by a large piece of wood. Wow, there's another bite. I mean, the float's sliding under. I just watched some really weird storms over there. And hope they weren't coming this way. I think we're about to get hit by the next storm. no bites apart from fish that are spout hooked or a few. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'll save the rest of this ground bait. For summer. I've got a bag of arrowbait and I'll be sloppy cupping it in on top. Yeah, it's got cold. It's hand in pockets again. It's a wind chill of 4 degrees today, so it's not sort of wind chill you want to be fishing in. Not since it's mid-April. Normally it's 20 odd degrees now, not freezing cold. But yeah. I think I'm going to have to move you over here because you're going to get belted by the side wind. So we'll see. Right, I think I'm going to call it quits.